でですね、今回コール・オブ・クトゥルフというやつをやるんですけど、音でかいかな。ちょっと音ちっちゃくしますね。まあ、こんなもんか。はい。コール・オブ・クトゥルフやっていきます。で、これ完全に初見プレイなので、どんな感じなのかとか、まあ、通常のクトゥルフ神話 TRPG 自体はやるんですけど、もうゲーム版に関してはよく分かってないので、どんなもんかと、まあ、やっていこうかなと思います。はじめから。第1章、ボストンピアース探偵事務所。1924年ボストン、酒と睡眠薬で記憶を振り払う第一次大戦の退役軍人エドワード・ピアース。現在は立ち直るために案件探しに苦慮する私立探偵。早急に新案件を見つけなければ、ピアーズは免許剥奪の危機である。というところですかね。まあ、これが要は導入みたいな、まあ、この人のスタート地点みたいな感じですね。いやー、楽しみだ。どんなもんかちょっとね、実際のクトゥルフ神話 TRPG とちょっと比べつつ、実際の神話 TRPG と比べつつだとなんかすごいあれなんですけど、まあ、比べつつやっていきたいと思います。私が狂人ならば、それは神の慈悲だろう。鈍感ゆえおぞましい最後の時まで正気を保てる者がいるなら、その者に神の慈悲があることを願おう。ラブクラフトさんの作戦。あ、気がついたらそういうこと？あ、もう産地減りそうなんだけど、すっごい。あ、そう、18金ゲームだと思って見ててください。サンチェックがすんごいこれ。多分。まだ動かしてないですよ。私はまだ動かしてないので、この人が今勝手に動いてるだけです。はい。勝手にセーブをしました。勝手にセーブをしました。導入ですね。はい。まあ今要は下から来た感じですね。いやーちょっとね、いろいろ、まあクトゥルフ神話 TRPG 自体がちょっとちょっと待って、音がうるせえ。サウンドがね、ちょっとうるさいかな。まあ、全体、音楽をちょっと、まあでも、まあまあ大事なんだけど、まあ、ちょっとだけ下げます。音がうるせえとか言ってんの。はい。はい。でも、こっから動かします。取れるんかな、これ。あ、しゃがめますね、これ。と、リーンができる。リーンできますね。リーンしてる間は動けないと。えぐいですね。感度よくしすぎたかな。釣ってあるのは魚のようですね、どうやら。比べながらも何も実際に動くとこんな感じかって感じがしますね。聞き耳を振るとかないんだな。まあ通常の場合はなんか説明というか、まあキーパーが口で説明しつつやるんですけど、まあ、今回キーパーがこのシステム的なところであるので、まあ私の場合は探索をちょっとしつつ、てかもうすでにちょっと怖いんだけど、ホラーゲームじゃんね。でここ行くって感じ。ではどうやるんだって。バツか。なるほど。なんかちびちび動いてるけどな。いや、そうだよな。クトゥルフってこういうもんだよな。気づいたら知らないところにいただもんな。ここから来たのか。 がんだまま移動しますか。調べるために超怖いですね。本当に中身何も知らないんでめちゃくちゃ怖いです。取れた。お、アイテムを手に入れた。ボルトカッター。違う違うどこで見るんだろうな。ボルトカッターでじゃあちょっと切るか。ショートカット的なところです。おお、私に続き運命は逃れたいほどにお前を聞いている。急に喋り出す。あ、まあでもそうか、そうだよな。ランタンって置けないのかな。消せないのかな。消せないのか。基本はこれを持って移動するって感じかな。なるほど。基本はこれ持って移動するって感じですね。リーンとかあるのにこれ明るさ見えちゃっていいんだろうか。まあでも超怖えけど、すげえ産地減りそうだけど。ああ、なんて粗末な捧げ物なんだ。超怖えこれクトゥルフ超怖え。いやこれクトゥルフやる人一回やってほしいってとこっすね。これこんな感じかってなるんで。走ってんのかこれ。まあ走ってんだろうな。見よ、あ、なんかやってる。これ何を。ちょっと待って、これクトゥルフさんか。おお、なんてところでなんてところで。いや、そうじゃねえだろう。そうじゃねえだろうよ、本当にもう。まあ、怖っ。なるほど、この人のステータスか。ステータスですね。話術が5分の2、まあ 20%、40%、30%、20%。はあ、そうか。まあ、そうだな。これが職業スキルってやつだね。なるほど。小気度。トラウマ。退役軍人だったのか。なるほど。小気度ね。小気度。はあ。アイテム。ライター。
I wonder why I still take these
なんで
things.
またこんなもの飲んだ。睡眠薬ですね。
I used to be an avid reader.
これしか言わねえのか。
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract
治
top-notch
療の依
cases.
頼は来ない。
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
既婚女性が。 調査終了の
Natural sciences, linguistics,
自然
archaeology.
科学、言語学、国語学。趣味だよ
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
な。これ解決してるやつね。は
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
あ。あ。知識。まあこれは終わったもんですよと。これはなかなか飲まない。電話があれだ。もしもし、ウェントワース探偵事務所と契約を結ばれている探偵のエドワード・ピアッツさんです
That's
か？
correct.
はい、そうです。皆さん、はじめまして。担当しておりますルーシー・シェールドと申します。ファイルに問題が発生したために連絡しました。各自処理の一部が燃えてしまったのです。
Is that right?
あらら、あなたの情報を教えてください。で、これで触れんのか。あえーとか言って。そうか、8ポイント持っている。何に振るか。目星。話術。話術にしよっか。3にしてちょっと医学振りたいな、できれば。いや、ちょっと待って、とりあえず心理学を振る。なるほど。
What's wrong?
私どもは皆さんの仕事をしっかり監督したいと思っています。最近新しく受けている案件が少なくなってきていますね。
Work is
仕事があ
scarce.
まりないんです。ひどいな。今はこれまで以上に仕事がたくさん入ってきていま
But
す。
are those cases worth it?
かかってる気しなるよりはいいと思います。貢献できることを、なるほど。まあ、要は仕事せえと。
I'm coming.
仕事せえってことね。なるほど。誰だお前は。
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
まさかね、酔っ払いのねぐらだったとは。
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
Painting.
Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
ああ。絵画を調べるのとホーキンスのファイルを見る。とりあえずファイル見るか。いや、先に絵かな。
This is it.
手がかり。手がかり。女性と子供を脅かす化け物のような汁と書いた絵画。背景に炎が見えてくる。ちょっと待ってね。で、見てないもの。オカルト。ああ、一緒になったのね。と、ホーキンス。
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
住所の一部は解読。
Rather thin.
ダークウォーター第36番倉庫。出荷またダイニング。が犠牲になった。事故として片付けている。精神的弱者となっている。ああ、ファイルこんな感じ。
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these
これは見てどう思う？
elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
解除された答え。
The meaning could be exactly as it appears.
見てわかる通り
I
かもし
think
れ
your
ませんよ。
daughter is sending you a
メッ
message.
セージを送ってる。
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
情報は十分じゃないんだよね。
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
あ、こんだけいっぱい
The sender's label mentions Warehouse
これは同じことしか言
36.
わないのかな。
That's right. It
あ、
came...
同
And
じ
you
ことし
think
か
your
言わないね。
daughter...
That is what... Go to...
なるほど。同じことしか言わないね。ってことはもう全部聞いたね。
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to
まあ何も
recover
分かってな
her
いんですけ
honor.
どね。
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
まあ、とりあえずは、
Darkwater.
ここまでが依頼って形なので、まあ、ホーキンス家の人たちっていう感じかな。ホーキンス家の人たちですね。はい。
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I used to be an avid reader. Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
これは片付けないといけないな。見たかな。まあ飲んでおくか。面を左右しますって言われたわ。面を左右すんだ、やっぱ。酒を飲んでいくか行かないかっていう選択肢があったのか。おお。医学要覧第1巻。医学の進捗が変わる？オブジェクトでのみ上がる。はーん。なるほど。アイテム、知識。ダークウォーター、オカルト。場所。発見したものでのみ上がるってことは医学が上がるんでしょ、これ。医学上がんのかなと思ったけど。睡眠薬なんだよね。上がるわけじゃないのかな。12% になったってことでいいのかな。じゃあ12% になりましたよってことか、アイテムで。
I used to be an avid reader.
なるほど。酒はもういらんかな。よし、行くか。これがその
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
あれだね。
But I've never heard of it. According to this book,
準備していくことはあり
it
ます
was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
サラ・ホーキンス事件。楽しみですね、これは。ダークウォーター湖、ピアース・ホーキンス事件を受けた。呪われた画家が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にされたとしている。唯一の手がかりとして、彼女は父親に気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の住所はダークウォーター島の埠頭で建てられた倉庫。ここはピアーズの調査の開始点になりそうだ。オープンワールドっぽいよね。クローズドシナリオじゃなくて、オープンシナリオだよな、これ。やることは1個なんだけど。このシナリオ自体は見たことないからな。 楽しみだ。読み込み時間ですね。一発目から産地減る中身ですね。産地とかやっぱあんのか、あるか。小気度があるからそうだよな。きつ。さあ、読み込みですね。陥りましょう、狂気に。上からの絵ですか。まあ、船でいいですよ。なんだよね、話が。そこにインテレクティブプレゼンス。こっからなんですよ。まだ導入だからね、今のがね。
Almost there.
ジェームズ・チッツロイ。今まで聞いたことがない島なんだよね。さあ始まった。これでタイトル回収。違う、そうじゃない。何が出てくるかだよね。そもそもクトゥルフは戦闘しないからな。戦闘機能持ってないけど、まあ普通は持ってないわ。さあここからだね。綺麗に止まるじゃん。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
どこに捨てやがった今。海に捨てた。
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a treasure. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What?
Don't put that beast.
What?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What? What?
Don't put that beast back.
What could have done so much damage?
What?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
あーでこの人は海に返そうとしてる。
They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it.
ああ
Nobody
なるほ
listens
ど。
to us.
医学をめちゃくちゃ上げてから来ればワンチャンあるのかな。奥の人に話しかけてみるか。
You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't
There's nothing
scare
for
me.
you here either.
What did he call us
Beat
just
it.
now?
あ、酒
I
の道。
said you were a bilge rat. And even a box.
まあとりあえずまだ行けないと。なるほどね。でバーに行くか。
Prohibition is just a joke around here.
ああ禁酒法。
That suits me fine.
そっか。今禁酒法の時代なんだ。そうだった。酒焼けしてんねおっちゃんの顔。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
とりあえずまずは一杯目飲んで。怖いよ。
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
他には何か？
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
ああでもそうか。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
他には何かホーキンスについては聞いた。ダークウォーターについて聞くは別にいいとして。
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse.
あ、ホーキンスのそうかな。
I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
はあ。すまんかったな。さて。違う、そうじゃない。
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
And
then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh.
The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Not that again.
聞き耳を立てるってこういうことを言うの？
I know.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
捕鯨船か。とりあえず見てみる。で、ダークオタク、座礁クジラ、島民が増えたな。で、手がかり。何をあげるか。目星。 いい額上げときたいね。できればね。ちょっと待って。今割り当ててないことになったな。いや、目星に振るか。はい。小気度。で、多分フィッツロイって女の人なんだよね。多分。もうしゃがんじゃうな。
Nightmares.
同じこと喋ってんな。
Can hear things and voices whispering. We'll follow its reading.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
If I had the wings of the girly boys, I would spread them in the fire.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
ダメか。同じこと喋ってんだな。ほい。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
さて、で、ここに行くのが正解なんだろうけど、こっちはやったしな。なんかありますね。まあでも行けるところはこんなもんか。こんなもんだな。ピッツロイはいるな。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
ああ。脅迫状。脅迫状なんだ。こっちの方なんか見るもんあんのかな?
A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard has fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
これいろいろ見ていいってことなんかな。お、2巻だ。 技術の進捗。ああ、でもやっぱそうだね。一冊読むと 2% ずつ上がっていくな。上いけんのかな。これがその目星効果ってやつなんかな。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
ああ、義足をしている。
What a macabre souvenir.
なるほど。以上かな。じゃあちょっと船長に話しかけるか。はい。ちょっと待って、正面回った方がいいかな。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
終わったらデッキに来てくれ。
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
目録ね。で、デッキに来てくれか。よっ。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
No.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
ああ、それがさっきのやつか。同じこと言われそうだな。
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No. It was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
嘘をつく。私は甘く見ないでください。これが遊びだと思ってるのか。解除された答え。
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
あ、嘘ついてるわけじゃないと。これは見るもんじゃないので。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
はい。じゃあまあ、一応、嘘はついちゃいけない気がするんだよね。で、1CP 持っている目星を増やしましょう。はい。で、45歳。これで45歳か。はえー、手がかり。アイテム、まあ、知識か。よいしょ。
You're back again. What can I do for you?
仲良かい。
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
行ってきます。
You're back again. What can I do?
そうじゃない。あんまやりすぎると
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
あ、そうそう。よいしょ。おや。話聞きたいです。
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
話すこと終わったって感じかな。あーでちょっと移動してんだよね。
They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid.
What?
You can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us in trouble.
ああ、なるほど。この辺の人たちに話しかけていけばなんかわかる感じかな。実際はこうだよな。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
まあそこまで悪くなかったって感じかな。いろいろ探してみるか。
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your... How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
まあ、なるほど。どうしようかな。聞いてみるか。
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look...
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
どうにでもなる気がするな。で、像が壊されてたって言ってたけど、あれかな？釣り人がいる。なんか釣れるんかな？情報収集マジ大事。とりあえず像見てみる。これだろ、多分像って。これじゃないんかな。ぐるっと回って見れるってことだね。
I can't even say which language it's written in.
オカルトないからだ。まあオカルトゼロだしね。まあなるほど。ここは結局多分一緒のことしか喋ってくれないから。
Beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident is affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Oh.
You again? I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
You again? I told you.
No need to.
もうダメか。なるほど。なるほどな。
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. He's gonna get us into trouble. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Get it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
こっち行けるようになったか、こっち行くか。行けるようになったんだよね。なんかいい
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Okay. で、一応中入れるっちゃ入れるのか。で、行けなくなってると。防止スキルでは近距離にある隠しアイテムをハンドルだ。
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
まだなんかありそうだな。
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
まだなんかあるかな、ここ。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
まだなんかアイテムありそうなんだよね、ここ。
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Here, ためのルートは登れるんか。
I could use this old winch to...
ハンドルをつける。まだなんか足んないのか。まだなんかあんのかな。まだなんかあんだよな。まだなんかあるんだろうけど、 ず今のままじゃ見つからないって感じだな、これ。うん。この中にね、あるっぽいんだけど、この探索って難しいよね。あったわ。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
よし。ライター使えばよかったのか。
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
Oh. Yoし。行きますか。煙いね。こっちも行けると。
I hope it's not toxic.
わかんなかったのか。煙いな、ここ。終わった。はい。終わったです。いやいやいやいや。産地減るわい。こんなもん。めっちゃ産地減ったわ今、個人的に。
This is primitive.
捕鯨のところかな、これに関しては。アイテムしまうのは、あ、これか。これは元の道戻んなきゃいけないオチかな。
Oh, this place stinks.
ふう。ちょっと目星あげようかな、これ。心理学はまあどうにでもなるから。小気度。ほんと小気度。 トラウマだよ本当に。
What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? What happened here? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
警官を脅す。筋力。高橋氏、お互い協力しましょう。他にホーキンス。心理学。
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
遠いね。ああ、ピアーズは倉庫の侵入に成功した。廃墟と思われたこの場所に驚きがあった。最近使用された形跡と反証した絵画。ブレッドリー巡査が調査に割って入ったが、ピアーズは協力してくれるよう説得した。警察官は探偵をホーキンス邸に送り届けてくれるという。話進んじゃったよ。 じゃあ一旦こんなところで終わっておきますかね。第3章の前のところで。まあちょっとムービー入っちゃうんですけど、まあいっか。じゃあお願いします。
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion.
でっけ
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
ー。あ
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
基本的にはくっついてきてくれるってことかな。
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
はい、っていうところですかね。
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
この巡査やばい。
Why not? You can help.
Right.
一人行動はクトゥルフでは本当にクトゥルフでは一人行動絶対ダメだからな。基本的に。あ、心理学に振っちまった。やっぱ目星だな。巡査優秀なんだよね。 所、ホーキンス邸、手がかり、第3章。といったところで今回はこんなところですかね。ということでお疲れ様でした。